What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica. We're back, and we are talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac, episode 2. I don't know why it seems like it's going super fast. We're already on episode 2. All right, so we start off where we left off, which was Karen saying, let's talk about Sing Sing. So everybody, I was like, what the hell is she talking about? So everybody we have gathered that the comment from Sing Sing is a jail. I think Karen was trying to say that Gizelle went to a mental institution because that is, I don't know where it came from, but there's something out there that Gizelle, in her breakup with Jamal the first time, that she had a mental break and went to a mental institution. If that is what Karen was trying to do, I think that's fucked up. I do. I do think that's fucked up. I think if somebody had a mental break from a relationship, I don't think it should be brought up as shade. I don't think it should be brought up. I don't think it should be brought up. Like, y'all keep it to the pocketbook jokes and you don't have a man, your old asses can keep it right there. But when you start saying, well, let's talk about how you went to a mental institution because you had a mental break from your marriage, like, girl, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, really? Like, Karen, girl, what? And then the read didn't land because you got it wrong. Like, you're really like, that was gross. I was like, is that what she's talking? When everybody was talking, I was like, is that really what she's talking about? Is that Gizelle actually had a mental break from her relationship, and you think that you're gonna bring that up? Well, I guess they said that they're gonna start bringing up each other's tea, so maybe that was part of that. But that was in bad taste and not La Grande Dame like at all. That was gross as hell. Even Ashley was like, I don't even know. Is this some old lady code? Like, what the fuck? The old lady code is when they coming after your men, your relationship, and your pocketbook. That's old lady code. That's when you know a bitch is old and tired and through, when her reads are only related to your connection with a man and your vagina. Late, tired, through, and delayed. Then she turns to Robin. Does she turn to Robin yet? Oh, no, not yet. So she goes, they bring out the food. So everybody was like confused about the Sing Sing comment. But Wendy was like, can the lady tell what's on the menu, what's next on the menu? Like, it was very awkward. They pass out the food. They start eating. Then Gizelle girls, so what the fuck is Sing Sing? And she says, I'm just tired of you. I don't understand eating. I don't know if you got, for all you new people, shout out to the new subscribers. I have an issue. I don't like to sit with people that I'm in conflict with. A long time ago, there is a clip that you can probably find on YouTube of Oprah and Deepak Chopra. And he is talking about when you sit down to eat, how you should be in a space of gratitude. You should be in a space to receive the nutrients of the food that you are about to consume. You should not be in conflict while you're eating. You should not be angry while you're eating. You shouldn't be in conflict. So from there, I always said to myself, I don't want to sit down with people or break bread with people and we're in conflict, because I do want my meal to be nourishing to my body. And I do want to be in a state of gratitude, not in a state of conflict when you are consuming what you have been blessed to actually consume, right? So I've always, after I saw that, I adopted that, and I was like, I agree with that. So when I see people arguing and eating, I'm looking like, girl, what are you eating for? You're eating for no reason. You're really literally eating for no reason, because when your body is in conflict, what nutrients are you going to get from the food? So I've always said that. I know it's random, but that's what triggers me when I see people arguing and eating. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So Karen brings up that 4 years ago, yes, y'all heard it, 4 fucking years ago, she wants to be upset because Ray told Gizelle that basically you can't rely on your looks. You're going to have to find you a husband before your looks fade. And so in an interview, Gizelle goes, Ray will be dead before this fades. And so Karen says that she wished death on her husband. Girl, you are reaching. You are reaching, and you reached back 4 years. You couldn't find something from last season to be mad at her about. You gonna reach back for something from 4 years. Girl, you are, y'all Karen fans, she's late. She's tired and she is late. She is so late. Mia chimes in and she goes, I'm a good judge of character and I feel like Gizelle really has a good heart. Even Ashley, the pot stirrer, the one who carries the other spoon with Gizelle, she knows Gizelle ain't shit, even though they start shit together. And we see when her and when they get together to start talking about Wendy. Well, you were wishing death on Ray, and when I tell you, when Gizelle was like, Karen, shut the hell up. I was like, yes, bitch, shut the fuck up. What are you talking? You really bringing up something from 4 years ago? And then Robin was like, girl, why didn't you bring it up then? Well, my kids were young and they were really going through it. They were hurting. Your kids were 19 and 27. So what are you talking about? 4 years ago, they were young. What are you talking? They were 19 4 years ago. What are you talking about, Karen? Like, I feel like this is first season Karen. Am I the only one? I feel like, what are you trying to do? I really thought that Karen had settled into her role as the matriarch of the group, not as the woman wanting to be the queen bee, which I felt like that was her in the first season. I literally feel like I'm watching Karen from the first season. I really do. I've been blocked by Karen Huger since the first season. I do not like that lady. I think she is whack as hell. Sorry. I think she's fucking whack. She's whack as hell. And then so she goes, you guys are not going to attack me. Girl, attack you? You guys are attacking each other. What are you talking about, Karen? And then she turns over to Robin and she says, so Wendy goes, yeah, I feel like you guys are kind of ganging up on her, because Robin is chiming in now. Like, girl, what are you talking about? How are you bringing up something from 4 years ago? Why you didn't say nothing then? So then Karen looks over at Robin, and Robin, yeah, what about you? When is your wedding? I'm getting married. When is your wedding? Robin goes, what? My wedding's after COVID. Whenever that is. We don't know when the global pandemic will be over. So whenever the global pandemic is over, that's when Robin and Juan will be walking down the aisle, child. Whenever that is. And we have no idea. When Robin said that, baby, what I tell you, I slid off the couch after COVID. When is that? When is after COVID? What date is that, Robin? And then she was like, well, I'm having a real wedding because I'm a real woman and I have a real man. I don't know what the fuck Karen was talking about. Oh, because I have a real relationship. So now you coming from Juan and Robin's relationship. You saying that the lady went to a mental institution when she ended her relationship with Jamal the first time. Why are all your digs at these women have something to do with the men around them? Like, you're late. Y'all already know where I stand with shit like that. I don't fuck with bitches like that, like, at all. Like, you don't have nothing else to say to me. All your reads are about a man and me. Girl, bye. Girl, you got to get new material, Karen. Y'all got to get new material. Seriously. In her confessional, she goes, she better hurry up and get married to Juan before he takes that ring back to the pawn shop. Anyway. Late. Like I said, she's late. Y'all like Karen? I think Karen is trash. I think she is super whack. You super whack. I do. Anyways, so Wendy lets everybody know that she got her butt done. She shows everybody. And then Mia in her confessional is like, oh, girl, you were ashamed at first. And then I had to rattle off all the things that I've done. I really think that Wendy has a lot of insecurities. No, I think Wendy is ashamed. Like, she was ashamed. Like, there's some shame there, right? Because it's like, people talk about people who get, like, there's some people who are like, yeah, get whatever you need to get done. I think it's great. But then some people are very, very judgmental about it. So, and then, her culture, it might not be, very acceptable to get your body enhancements and stuff like that. So there might be some shame there. And I can agree with Mia, like, there's some insecurities there, but I think Mia's on the level of saying that Wendy is an insecure person, which yeah, I don't think so. Maybe physically, her physical appearance, maybe there may be some insecurities, but everything else, I don't think Wendy's insecure at all, like at all. At the end, Mia is getting Robin and Gizelle's phone number because after Mia said that Gizelle had a good heart, now they're like, okay, girl, you can come on over with us. So Wendy didn't like that. Wendy thinks that how in the hell are you here with Karen and in a battle with Karen and Gizelle, you say that you're a good judge of character and that Gizelle might have a good heart. Karen says she was smitten by Gizelle at first as well, but you'll soon find out who she is. And so Wendy didn't like that. Wendy's beef with Mia, I don't get it. I love Wendy, 4 degrees, happiness. I don't get why you coming at the girl so hard, Mia. I don't know why. Everybody's not made to mesh. You don't have to mesh with everybody. I don't see where there would be any conflict, even in the personality. I don't feel like Wendy gave Mia a chance. I'm just gonna say that, and she's going too hard on her. I think it's unwarranted. I'm like, okay, Wendy, what are you doing? Like, why do you keep coming at her? And if she's going to be a part of the friend group, why can't she get Karen and Gizelle and Robin's phone numbers? She's about to be a part of your friend group. So why does she only need to be connected to Karen? And then, like Robin said, why are you sticking up for Karen when she was coming at you hard, act like she didn't fucking know you last season? So, girl, make it make sense. I don't get it. Oh, so we get into Mia's story. She has a 3,700 square foot penthouse. Um, I don't know why they show 2013. Oh, that's when she got married in 2013. The age gap is 30 years. She says at first I was like, ugh, gross, but then I got over it. Yeah, you saw that money. So she says that she has a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old with him, and then a 13-year-old from a previous relationship, and that he is you know, the person behind the joint chiropractic facilities, but then he's now has retired. He's gotten to a point where he can retire. And now she's the head of the operations now. So now she's moved into the boss mode and is now, he has set it up that way. There's a big difference in what's going on over there. In, in Vegan Village, there's a big difference. This man has set it up so that he can retire, and now his wife can take over the operations and prove herself. She's younger, he's older. What is 68 years old? So he's 68 years old with a 3-year-old. Yikes, girl, no! Oh my God, is that your grandpa dropping you off? Okay. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Anyway, so she's taking calls. She's doing mommy duty and she's doing business duty, and the kids are loud, and he's like looking at her while she's taking these calls, and he's basically telling her, you can't be taking calls, right? Because this is still his business, right? But you just over the operations and stuff like that. You can't be kind of taking calls while you're feeding your kid and you're supposed to be talking business. But what I did notice is even in on Love and Marriage Huntsville, Melody was taking a meeting and had her baby in her arms. So I don't. I think we're getting to a point where we understand that women, professional women, have children and they are taking care of their children, and they can't always, and they're young and they can't. You have to. You're just gonna have to understand. This is my business. I'm also a mother, and I'm gonna be taking care of my kids while we take this meeting, right? Now, for some, it might not be professional, but some you're just gonna have to understand. I mean, it's not like she's the boss, so I mean, it's like, what are you gonna say? And so she says she's trying to balance being a mom, a CEO, and a wife. The 3-year-old has a little meltdown. She has a little meltdown. She has a little meltdown. And so she runs to her room. She's going to go get her stuff. She's going to go regulate her emotions. And he starts to go in there to check on the girl. And Mia says, no, I'll check on her. Why? Why? Let him go check on her. Let her cry and her father come and comfort her. Let her have that experience too. Like, I don't know. I know I'm reading too far into it, but I thought it was weird that she told him to stand back. You're in the middle of a meeting. Your daughter has a meltdown. You have two people in the home. You're in a meeting. Why are you not letting him go take care of the child who is having the meltdown to comfort her? I thought that was weird. Am I the only one that thought that was weird? That stood out to me like right away. Anyway, so we get into Candace and her acting and singing and what else? What other? Oh, she getting her master's degree. She getting her master's degree. She's acting. She's singing. She's very, 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 very busy. Chris calls her. She's on a set of some pilot. Chris calls her and she's letting him know, like, I'm trying not to be stressed. And she has. I'm with Aunt Dottie on this one. Good luck with that. Chris is her manager now. So I don't know if you have ever seen or heard of Mary J. Blige or Monique Hicks or who else? Wendy Williams. I don't know why y'all do this. I don't know why y'all do this. So they sold the restaurant. So I don't know what Chris does now, but I know he does some virtual online cooking classes and stuff like that, which is great. But now he's Candace's manager. And his management style, he lets us know, is asshole. Based on the way that Candace was raised and based on the way that she interacts with her mother, I don't think that she needs an asshole manager that is also her husband. I don't think that is going to be healthy at all. At all. Not the asshole mother and the asshole manager husband. I'm good. No, thank you. We're going to see how Candace responds to that. We'll see. Mark my words, and I'm with Aunt Dottie on this one, girl. Good luck with that. Because I'm an asshole to you, and then you got this asshole manager. Girl, how's that going to work? Okay, we'll see. Baby, here comes Sheila in the door. Oh, God. Sheila comes to visit her daughter. This is your daughter, Ashley. Um, Michael answers first. I don't get that. I don't know what happened. Oh, I don't know what happened. All I know is that when Dean come out the room and he was getting something to drink and Sheila was like, "You're just like your father, aren't you?" I think he gave her a cheers. He gave her a cheers. I haven't thought of a name for the other little baby yet. I know some people are like triggered by me calling that little baby Little Jim Crow, but like I said, he looks like he drives a pickup truck with a broken headlight and a Confederate flag waving in the back. I'm surprised they don't have a Confederate flag on his little Tonka trucks and shit that he got running around there, because that's what he looks like. And he got a little mohawk too, girl. Throw it away. And he be wearing suspenders and stuff. All he needs is a piece of hay out of his mouth. Hey, nigger. That's what he looks like. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So Ashley lets us know that she has a nanny. And Sheila asked her, were you afraid of getting like a good looking nanny, to be around your husband? And I love Ashley. I don't love Ashley. Let's correct that. I love when Ashley said, I wasn't thinking about what was best for Michael. I was thinking about what was best for my damn child. I was thinking about what was best for Dee. I didn't give a damn if she was fine or what. I was thinking about what's best for my kid. Okay, Sheila, you worried about the wrong damn thing. And then they start talking about them like having sex or whatever in their sex life. I thought it was weird. But she says she has more than one hole. Yuck. Yuck. Can you imagine that scab of a man crawling? Girl, no! No! Can you imagine Michael crawling on you? No, ma'am. No. His skin is probably dry. I bet you his skin sounds like sandpaper on his sheets.
Hey, Ashley.
Go around. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. So Robin goes over to Gizelle's house to see the West Wing. The West Wing has Gizelle's room in it. Gizelle, please, my love, hire an interior decorator. You have Bravo checks. You got that popcorn chat shit checks. You got those checks. Please hire it. Go to Instagram and hire you an Instagram interior designer. Please. 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 Interior designer and a stylist. But did y'all see Gizelle last night on Watch What Happens Live? Baby, I was like, what? Gizelle had now, bitch, why you didn't wear that to the nude party? That shit was, baby, Gizelle looked fine as hell. Them shoes she had on 8, look. See, this is what I'm talking about. She, on Watch What Happens Live, she had on a white, she had on a tan bodysuit. Like it looked like it was like she looked like they poured that on her body. That's what it looked like. But then she had on some white shoes. Girl, what the fuck? Like, girl, what the hell? Like, you get it? Gizelle, you could get it, but then it's like it'd be one thing that's just off. I guess that's her personal style that just throws the shit off. Why wouldn't a stylist say, put on some nude strappy heels so that your body and everything, and her hair was down with a dress like that, her hair should have been up in a knot like this. She should have had on some strappies, and had her neck all long, and yes, that would have been perfect. But she had on her hair. Hopefully I'll post a picture. But she had like her hair was like crimped and it was long, and then she had on white shoes. Because Giselle, no. Anyways, so Gizelle lets us know she's starting to think Jamal is really in the phone because they just have not been connecting during the pandemic. And to Robin's point, they just realized that they were cool being apart during the pandemic. Robin doesn't like the way that the house looks from the outside. She was just like, I don't even like, like it's just. First of all, the house needs to be painted. That white house looks awful. I think the house needs to be painted a different color, maybe like a gray with some black trim. But the house looks like, it does look like another house was built on the side of it, and it was like the West Wing and the main house was weird. Anyways, so they said that she said she had to take a step back from Jamal. And Robin was like, I wasn't shocked because they were in the rebuilding stages of their relationship. And Gizelle says, I need a man who's 8 miles away, not 1,000 or however far away Atlanta is from Potomac. So they called Candace on the phone, and it was funny because they were giving Candace an update about what happened at Wendy's house. I thought it was hilarious when Candace said, they told Candace that Wendy got her breasts done, which she probably already knew. I wonder if she already knew. But she was like, well, I'm glad because she fed villages with her titties. I thought that was cute. So they give the Mia recap. They talked about what Mia said, all the stuff that she had done. So they were just chatting with Candace, and it was cute. And then Candace said, I gotta go. I gotta get off the phone. Gizelle wants an apology from Karen for what she said at the party. Gizelle, why do you want an apology when you sat at that same table and said, I'm spilling your broke tea, your drunk tea, and what other tea are you spilling about her? So why are you expecting an apology from her when you have like an arsenal ready? So why are you expecting an apology when you about to come out with some shit too? So why expect an apology when you know you're about to go to war with somebody and you're still at war? It's not over. It's not over. We're still at war. Let's be at war, and then the last one standing has to apologize, or the one, I don't know. It's like I said on Twitter last night. I feel like I'm watching season 1. I feel like I've seen this before. I feel like I've seen all of what's happening before. Okay, Karen and Ray have a conversation about Gizelle, and basically, Karen says, I went a little too hard at Gizelle the other night, and she's going through some things, with her relationship with Jamal, and I figure she's probably just lashing out. She says something to that effect, and that don't drag me, drag the person who's dragging you, she says. And she says that Gizelle is miserable, and she wants to have a love party, and she's going to have a love party, and the women can bring themselves, and can bring their husbands, And this is going to be kind of like an olive branch to Gizelle. She's going to invite Candace, and Ray says he thinks it's a great idea because it's going to be close to Valentine's Day. So we're back at Wendy's house, and her mother shows up. Shout out to Wendy's mom. Wendy's mother says she wants a boob job, and they're going to pay for it. Y'all are gonna pay for it. Oh, we are. Yes, y'all gonna pay for her boob job, or she's suing y'all. So Wendy lets us know that she's starting a new business. Nothing. Let me tell you something. Once you get on a reality show, if you don't start another stream of income right away, then you're not doing it right. If you haven't learned by now, a part of being on these reality shows is promoting your other businesses like chiropractic or whatever. It is creating businesses. It's you know monetizing off of little sayings that you say, creating teacher, just little things, right? I think it's smart. I think it's smart. So she's starting this candle line, and her mom was like, well, this is not how we do it from where we're from. We don't do stuff like this. But I think her mom ends up saying that she is proud of her for starting this line. She's done all the fun stuff. Eddie is doing the business side of things, and but we need about $20,000 to start the business. Do a not a GoFundMe. What is the Oh, it is GoFundMe. Man, the way that people have used GoFundMe now, I forgot that GoFundMe was literally started like to help people get things off the ground, like their businesses and things like that. But people use GoFundMe for everything else. That goddamn, I forgot the original use of it was crowdsourcing to start businesses. I Do y'all remember that? Start a GoFundMe, Wendy. You'll get $20,000 like that. You will do it. Start a GoFundMe. I'm like, start a GoFundMe, but that's not what GoFundMe is for, but it actually is for that, okay? Ashley and Karen, um, she invites her to the love party. Michael is also welcomed. Oh, she goes over her house, right? She goes over her house. Oh, and Ashley was on the phone with her doctor talking about the placenta and how are they going to deliver the placenta and how she has to make the caps and stuff like that so that she can get the nutrients from her placenta. Karen is grossed out by that. A lot of people are grossed out by that. I don't know why, but whatever. Dean is crying when he gets up, he gets out of bed, he comes in there with his overalls on. He didn't have overalls on, I'm just playing. He comes in there in his tractor. No, I'm just playing. Oh my god. He comes in there with his no, let me shut up. Okay, he came in there and he looked at Karen. He was like, absolutely not. And then Ashley says, well, Dean is he's a good he has, I guess, good discernment. And he saw that lady, he was like, ooh, Karen got her ass out of there because Dean was not here for her. So they're gonna invite Michael over. Michael doesn't end up coming though. I wouldn't have come. I wouldn't come either because no, absolutely not. No, 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 no. This is y'all thing. Y'all do y'all little friend thing. I'm not friends with Karen and Ray. I'm good. Go to your little party. I'm with Juan. I'm not going to that. I'm not going to that. Candace starts talking about how Karen invited her, and she just basically wants Karen to acknowledge that what she went through last season was real. And that's all she said about that. The love party invitations go out, and Gizelle throws hers in the trash, in some trash bag on the porch. I don't know why it wasn't thrown in a actual trash can, but whatever. And then Robin and Juan, they show them. Juan was like, "I'm not going." So if Giselle's not going, Robin's not going. So whatever. So Gizelle is sitting there with her daughters having small talk, and they're talking about college and boys and stuff like that. They're just, having talk, mom and daughter talk or whatever. So when she wants to start talking about boys, she was like telling them no dating rappers, ball players. What's the oldest daughter's name? She was like, what? Like, no, girl. No, ma'am. She was like, we're not taking your advice about men because you picked the wrong people. Yeah, even our dad, you picked the wrong people, lady. when your daughters tell you you picked the wrong person, and they didn't say it, but even our damn daddy, he was not the right person for you, and you actually was trying to go back to that girl. We can't trust your judgment when it comes to talking about boys because we see the choices that you make. Okay, no thanks. So the love party, Mia shows up. I guess Mia is the third wife. She said the third wife. That reminds me of Erica Jane. But that's a whole different thing. That's a whole different thing. Still old, still married an old ass man, third wife, but whole different thing. Oh, his name is G. Mia's husband's name is G. Wendy shows up. No Gizelle, no Robin. Ashley arrives and Candace arrives. Everybody gets there. So they sit down. Wendy, I don't know what Wendy has an attitude with Mia for, girl. That was dumb. Like Wendy, I don't know what Wendy's trying to do. I mean, this is her second season. I can't even begin to try to describe what I think that Wendy. I don't understand what her problem is with Mia. It seems like it's there's no reason for her to have a problem. So, what are you gonna do? Um, Wendy basically tells me, I feel like you switching up. Um, you acted like you was so cool with Gizelle, or said that Gizelle had a good heart and she was over here coming at your friend, the person who brought you on the show or whatever, right? And we know how that works, right? So she was like, well, after what I heard that Gizelle said about Ray, I'm going to have to reevaluate how I feel about her or what have you, right? So Candace is sitting there like, girl, what? This is a mess. So Ashley chimes in and basically says, yeah, I think it is kind of weird that you were taken up for Gizelle. Watch Ashley. Watch Ashley. Watch her, okay? She says, I think it was kind of weird you was taken up for Gizelle. And this is your homegirl right here. But we know, why are y'all playing this game? Y'all know that they not homegirls. Like, I don't get it. Okay, whatever. Don't play that game. We know how the thing works. Whose friend is she? Whose real friend is she? Who does she have history with? Because it's not Karen. Karen is not Mia's friend. Y'all stop playing in our faces. Everybody know that's another thing. We stop playing in our faces. Stop playing, okay? Do not come for me. Wendy tells Mia, do not come for me. She's like, I'm not done. Girl, why? See, I couldn't do it because I'd be like, girl, what's wrong with you right now? Like, are you for real right now? Like, where are the cameras? Are the cameras? Is there more cameras? Or because why are you acting like this? Because it's weird. I would make you feel so fucking stupid by acting the way that you were acting, Wendy. I would make you feel dumb for acting the way that you were acting. Like, what are you doing? I don't get it. I don't understand why Wendy is acting like that with Mia. I don't get it. Mia goes like this and starts putting her hand in her face. She was like, please don't put your hand in my face. And she was like, what are you gonna do about it? Ashley and Candace was like, girl, did you see last season? Baby, it was traumatic for all of us. We can kiki a little bit about it now. We had enough time. Everybody, including YouTubers, have had enough time to heal from this shit. But we don't put hands in faces. That's what we don't do. Not especially not in this group, okay? I didn't get it. Y'all tell me what y'all think Wendy's problem with Mia is. You think she's going to outshine you? This is your second season, girl. She may not come back next season. I think people are liking her, though, but we'll see. But I think she's going to start fucking with Candace, too. We'll see. We'll see how Mia turns out. So they play the newlywed game. It was very cute, asking these random questions. Wendy was cheating. I thought that was whack as hell. I thought that was so whack. I thought it was so whack when they said, what other woman would you want to sleep with in this group? And when he put non-applicable, I guess that he put an N and then maybe a slash like that and an A, because Wendy was like, erase that because it looks like it says Mia. Girl, what are you insecure about? Like, literally, I was like, what's up? Is Mia Eddie's type? Like, what's T? Because that's the only thing, and I hate to do that. I hate to do that. Or she reminds you of somebody that you've known before and you didn't really like. That's the only thing that I can think of, because either you think Eddie might be attracted to her, or it's somebody that you've had problems with that she reminds you of that person. Those are the only two things that I can think of. What are me and just like, or third, a mismatch of personality. I don't know. And then we find out that G and Mia met at a strip club. Wendy was cheating. I thought that was whack as hell. Did I already say that? She was cheating at telling him what to write and stuff. And then acting like, okay, we know y'all know each other. Okay, that's great. I think everybody really like we're getting the answers the same. I don't think it was like too many that were like completely wrong. I love when Chris and Candace, I guess when they said, where was like the weirdest place that you had sex, and then she said one answer and he said another one, and then she was like, "Oh yeah, that was a good one." I thought it was cute. I thought it was cute. Yeah, it was a cute. They had a cute game. I think they should do more stuff like that. I liked watching them interact and play like that. I thought it was cute, and it also helps them get to know each other too, and it helps us get to know them as well. So, anyways, y'all, that's the end of the episode. It was pretty good. Y'all let me know what y'all think of Wendy and Mia and what's happening there. I can't even begin to imagine or try to think of. Y'all let me know what you are thinking about. And that was pretty much it. What else? What else is there to chime in on? What do you think about Chris being Candace's manager? Do you think that Candace is going to respond well to a managerial style that is of asshole? I don't think so. I don't think so. Y'all let me know what y'all think. What do you think about Karen's grievance with Gizelle being 4 years old? You bringing me some shit that happened 4 years ago, bitch? I wouldn't even acknowledge that. Hang that shit up. Flat screen. Hang it up. Anyways, I feel like this is the a first season. Like I feel like they're actually really like following a template, like really following a template, and it's happening. They're replicating it in this season. Because what I did notice before I let you go, what I did notice is both Gizelle and Karen want to talk shit to other people just so it can be on camera, right? But talk shit to Gizelle and talk shit to Robin and talk shit to Ray about each other, but not say it to each other's face. We'll see how this season works out, y'all. Anyways, take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.